Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants, and I'm gonna rant about this from Bounded Comics. Hogwarts Legacy Director Alan Teal responds to loaded questions about J.K. Rowling and the idea that Wizarding World can be reclaimed from her. As you all are well aware, the woke world has gone absolutely insane over this game, despite the game doing everything it possibly can to appease that demographic, from actually changing the definition of, not the definition of, what was available of body type 1, body type 2, instead of saying male and female, because apparently those two words are absolutely triggering to these goddamn fucking sensitive little shit fucks. But that's not say the least. It's quite interesting as well is how Hogwarts, in the middle of, 19th century apparently, I think, it has more, let's just say it's more diverse than current day London. Hey, after all, reality is like a goddamn fucking Disney movie! Yay! Right. Let's continue. Let me just go and show it to you the bit. Here is what... Wait, where is it? God damn it, I hate when this happens. I actually highlighted the passage, but it decided to disappear. But don't worry. Let's continue. Here, I found it. Just by luck. Right. The phrasing of IGN's exact question wasn't published. However, the article notes, quote, "As the game inches closer to release, only 2 weeks away, portkey customers will be navigating a thicket of unresolved ethical quandaries. Is it possible to divorce the themes of love and belonging, so crucial to the Harry Potter canon, from its mercurial author? Can the Wizarding World ever be reclaimed from J.K. Rowling if she stands to profit from every unit that Hogwarts Legacy sells?" It is how Alan Teal, game director, addresses those discrepancies. Yes, they are that posh. They are that absolutely retarded. They are that smug. That's how I view every single game journalist. Smug little morons who cannot do their goddamn fucking job. Who are more interested in being goddamn fucking activists with a goddamn fucking liter of massive amount of cats, which incidentally makes them smell like cat piss, rank cat piss. But then again, let's continue. Because they cannot simply accept that you need to what's the word? To distance the author or even the actor, depending on the type of media you're consuming, from the actual product. That's why, in most situations, I kind of enjoy watching a Hulk movie despite Mark Ruffalo being an absolute troglodyte. Or Mark Hamill, despite being an absolute ass in real life. And I still like his voice as the Joker, I still like his work on Nightfall, and I still like his work on Star Wars. And I mean the original 6 movies, not the Disney garbage that we get today. Those one I do not consider as canon. Simple as that. Because I can differentiate, I can distance the author from those things, but these people are so triggered that they actually ended up having to buy used books, take out the cover, take out the name of J.K. Rowling, and leave it empty, and add another cover, and sell the book for hundreds of pounds. That makes absolute sense, isn't it? Oh, for the love of God. Please, J.K. Rowling, sue that goddamn fucking moron. Right. But then again, these people don't seem to realize, and up until recently, it was the only book these morons has ever fucking read in their entire despicably shallow life. But if you want something that at least will cover some interesting subjects, you can actually go and check out my book. But let's go and cover this one. It seems that Till here, Alan Till, was absolutely more of a gentleman on the answer than I would ever have been towards IGN. Let me just show it to you how he replied. Quote, I think for us, there are challenges in every game we've worked on. This game has been no different. When we bumped into those challenges, we went back and refocused on the stuff that we really care about. We know our fans fell in love with the wizarding world, and we believe they fell in love with it for the right reasons. We know that's a diverse audience, but for us, it's making sure that the audience, who always dreamed of having this game, had the opportunity to feel welcome back. That they have a home here, and that is a good place to tell their story. Obviously, not satisfied with the answer, the retards of urinalists behind the IGN asked, quote, ever had any second thoughts about working on this IP after rolling biases made headlines? And he replied, as a gentleman ever, quote, after a pause, well, technically, quote, simply reiterated that Avalanche Software made a game for everyone. Outlet told him J.K. Rowling made no comments in regards to being transphobe. She's a far leftist, as far left as it comes. But the difference is that she believes that males, and especially those who still have a goddamn fucking dick, despite you claiming and crying that it is a feminine dick, it is not. They should not be in prison, in a female prison. After all, we have seen multiple reports of rape actually happening when that happens. She also is against the idea that someone transitioning who went through puberty as a male participate in feminine or female sports. After all, you have, as a male, because I'm pretty sure 99% of the viewers on my channel are males, then you still have a very huge advantage. You still have more muscles, your bones are bigger, you have better energy management than a woman. That's why men tend to be stronger, more agile, better physically. Women are better in social interactions. This is why it's easier to find men with ADHD, men who are have social phobia and all of those things. They tend to skew towards the male type. That doesn't mean that there are no women who doesn't have ADHD. ADHD, or women who are not or who has social phobia. That doesn't mean any of those things, just means that it has a tendency. This is why males are like that, because when we evolved to be mostly hunters, and that involved a lot of being alone and being focusing a lot on certain situations or in certain animals and things like that. And that's one of the advantages males actually have over the woman. We tend to absolutely focus on an object, and that object becomes the front subject, the main object, and everything else becomes background. Like me focusing on the camera right now. The camera is now the main subject. Everything else became the background for me. And then suddenly I now focus on the monitor screen, and everything else becomes the background. Woman doesn't have that tendency of sorting out. This is why when women say, "Oh, look at that," you kind of get lost. Wait, what? The same thing. Also, men have a better spatial awareness. That's why we tend to park better than women. Remember the word here, tend to. That's for the easily triggerable idiots who does not seem to understand English. Right? So that's why J.K. Rowling is advocating for those differences. Why males, even transitioning, should not be going to female prisons, especially if they have a you know what I mean. But those are tiny little details that are kind of lost on these retards. So on that goddamn fucking hell, have a great fucking night.